All right. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Gem Drafter. I'm your host, James Newton. Follow me on Twitter at Gem Drafter. And this is a live trade show. Now, the show is not actually live in real time, but all the things I'm doing are live for me right now. So, what I'm going to do is go through all my leagues and just see what I can get done for trades, kind of, try to entertain you guys and also give you some insight into how I do things and also how, you know, um, uh, just some insight into like trade values right now and give you some ideas to get those wheels turning in your head about what you should be doing for trades. So, first, let's kick it off. Let's crack this Lakefront IPA that I got right after work today. All right, let's do this. So, we are going to go into my DMs. Hopefully, nothing too crazy for you guys to see here. But let's click on Brockstar 1 to start. Apparently this is not updated. So botching this already. Let me just quickly reload my sleeper on my browser and then maximize it again. Yeah, so the DMs are messing up. I'm just gonna go straight to that league. Which is oh no, not Project Butt Stuff. Gonna go to Trust the Process, which is the league. And as you can see down here, I kind of gave these guys a heads up, like, hey, I'm trying to do this live trade show tonight, so send me some offers if you want to get on the show. I'm gonna look on my phone real quick at what Brockstar from Trust the Process said to me. He said, oh, he deleted it. That's why. All right. So I hate that. I hate when people delete messages on Sleeper. So we're gonna jump right over into Manifest Dynasty League, which is a 12-team super flex half PPR league that has an IDP component to it. So I'm just gonna show you guys my team real quick. My team name is Nuzzolini. I play on Mussolini. And this is my squad right now. So I got Trevor Lawrence, aka T Law, and Justin Fields, Tua, and Carson Wentz at quarterback. So my offense is pretty heavy. Salty that Godwin came back to Tampa Bay. I was hoping that Godwin and Evans would be on different teams, but I got Kyle Pitts I acquired. Flexing Leonard Fournette. I got some prospects on defense, but my defense is actually pretty weak. So up and down, it's my roster. I traded away my first round pick this year. Still got all my picks in 2023. All right, let's see what Dirk Diggler has for me. He wants Michael Gallup for Kenny Galladay and CJ Uzama. Well, this is a one tight end league, and I'm not even sure if it's tight end premium. So let's just not scores league. Just double check the scoring here because I forget. So it's half point. Oh, it is. So it's 1.5 for tight ends and a full point for wide receivers. And I really don't need tight end because I have Kyle Pitts. So CJ Uzama means nothing to me. And I have a slew of backups too. I don't know if you saw when I was scrolling quickly. But Kenny Galladay versus Michael Gallup at this point. Uh-oh, we got a cat fight going on in the background. Sticky. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Hey. Yeah. All right, the classic cat cameo on the podcast. My boy cat's constantly attacking my female cats. I'm going to go ahead and counter Dirk here because I really don't want Kenny Galladay on my team. If he wants Michael Gallup, I want Jerry Judy, and I don't want CJ Uzama. I want to give up. What do I want to give up to go get Jerry Judy? What do you guys think here? Let's see what he has Allen and Mahomes and Matt Ryan, so he doesn't need a quarterback at all. So my excess of quarterbacks is off the table. I don't want to give up any of my running backs because I'm heavy at the top, but Barkley's no guarantee, and Fournette, Melvin Gordon, not exactly reliable. And that's got me now thinking that maybe I should go rebuild with this team, which I already kind of am since I have Pitts, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields. But you know what I think I'm going to do, because Dirk was asking me about this guy, Fred Warner, for the 49ers. I think the highest paid linebacker in the league right now. Let's just take a look at Dirk's linebackers right now. I mean, he doesn't really need linebackers either. He's got Darius Leonard and Deion Jones going. So, I mean, maybe he'll still be interested. So, Michael Gallup, Fred Warner, just because I'm going to ask for his 2020, excuse me, going to ask for his 2023 second. And, linebackers seem like a dime a dozen in IDP. Like, I think his name's Andy. Let's check. Alex. Sorry, Alex. Singleton was scoring mad points for me last year when he was on the field, and I'm hoping Patrick Queen and Devin Bush kind of take a step forward. Packers just re-signed Preston Smith. I know this is boring to you guys because most of you don't play IDP, but we are going to fire this offer back to Dirk right now. Michael Gallup, Fred Warner for Jerry Jeudy, and a 2023 second. We'll see how he fares with that trade offer. So we got two other DMs here. I know you guys can't see that, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, I got a couple in Dark Dynasty. Okay, so shout out to the Dark Remains, quickly becoming one of my good Dynasty friends. He is the commissioner of this league, and it is a 12-team super flex with an orphan. So if you guys are looking for a orphan to take over, this is a $100 league, and 2022 is free because we made the other, or I guess I should say Dark Remains made the previous owner leave his entry fee behind because he traded away futures. So this is the team: Kirk Cousins, Zeke, Kareem Hunt, and then Pollard, Rojo, Dearness Johnson, Mostert. So on Cordero Patterson, if he still has running back eligibility, which he does. Renfro, Woods, Devonta. It's a start 2 tight ends, so you got Schultz and Waller. Really not that terrible of a team. So if it's still open, you guys can hit that up. But anyway, let's get to the format here. This is a 12-team super flex start 2 tight end, and it is for receiving a full point PPR for everyone, and then an extra, where is it? 0.6 for tight ends. So like just a minor tight end premium. So let's see what we got here for trades. We got, the fan. We got Benny Raiders. Oh, you ding dong, Benny Raiders sent me Tom Brady for all of my future first round picks. I should accept. No, I'm not going to accept. I'm going to counter him with, and this is just for comedic value. Let's get all these first round picks out of here so I don't mess this up. 69 fab sent. All right, let's move on to BSB. Oh, this is the offer he sent me earlier. He wants James Conner, who recently just re-signed with the Arizona Cardinals, three-year deal. I think 21 million. Good for you, James Conner. My namesake, James. All right. So he wants to send me Melvin Gordon, and William Fuller. And I'm not digging that because I kind of, just to go down my roster here, I traded away Mahomes on this team to get a bunch of young depth, and I have Tua, counting on him big time. Let's go Tua. Let's go McDaniel, fix my boy, and then Justin Fields, another risk, and then kind of a floor with Mac Jones as my third quarterback, and I got Akers, Connor being kind of the old guard of my running backs, and I got A.J. Dillon, Ramondre. I mean, this team really could do something this year with my wide receivers: Lamb, Judy, DJ Moore, Claypool, Parker, Chark. My tight ends are rough now, though, with Noah Fant going to Seattle. I'm glad Zach Ertz got re-signed in Arizona. I'm probably going to try to sell him. Maybe Jonnu can. Stinky's back. Hey, stop it. Come on. Get out. You're out. All right, I'm going to close the door. All right, sorry if that was loud. He's torturing the other cat, Layla. Anyway, so then I got a bunch of draft picks on this team too. 103, 203, all those, and an extra 23 first from Cash 3. So what do I want to give James Conner up for? I think people are hyped on his re-signing, so I think I'm just gonna go 23 first and see what they say because this is a co-owned team between BSB and Jay Squiddy, I think his name is JJ Squiddy. Yeah, JJ Squiddy. Shout out. Let's just go through a couple of my other leagues here, see if I got any trade offers. Nothing in any of those. Oh, we got heroes and villains. Oh, this is one with I was talking with Payson earlier. Instead of DeAndre Hopkins, I wanted AJ Brown in this deal, and he just couldn't do it. So he added Hopkins to it. And I'm thinking if I mean Mahomes and Allen are my quarterbacks. It would be nice to have a third quarterback. Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Elijah Mitchell, Devin Singletary at running back. So um I think I'm kind of looking at with this 102 right here, getting a running back to fill that fourth, depth spot for running back. And I've got McLaurin, Metcalf, Mike Evans, and Mike Williams at wide receiver. So that's kind of why I was trying to make this trade. I have Hawkinson at tight end. Oh, I also have Julio Jones at wide receiver and some flyer guys here. But yeah, I was trying to add another wide receiver. I think Fournette's a nice add right now. But I know Chase Edmonds landed in Miami, so his value definitely went up for sure. And then adding Kelsey to Hawkinson and Ertz might be overkill, but it is a tight end premium league. Oh, I didn't state the format. I've talked about this league on the podcast several times. It's like one of my favorite leagues. The only reason why it isn't my favorite league is because um, I have another league that's more worth more money. So by laws of caring about money, I should care more about the $200 league. But I would say this one is a close second. And actually, in as far as like the people in the league, this one's in first for sure because it's like pretty hyperactive and a lot of fun bantering with each other. But anyway, I'm rambling because I'm trying to think about what I want to do with this deal. Like, if I'm doing this one, I only want to give up a first for Kelsey. So let's say the 24 first. And then this one right here that's not showing it's 102. I mean, it is showing, but it's not showing that it's 102. The 2022 first is 102. So then it would be 102 for Hopkins, Matt Ryan, and Leonard Fournette. I just do not want to do that. So I want to see if I think I should go Hopkins, Kelsey, Fournette for 102 plus some other little BS that he might take. Not BS, sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to my podcast host, but and I'm really trying to hang on to these second round picks because I don't have any in 22 and 23 and it seems like those are the deal makers as far as deals like this. Like he told me earlier, he doesn't want to give up Kelsey for just a first. So if I had a second round pick, and I really don't want to give up my 2024 second round pick, then maybe I could get Kelsey. But so this is 102 for Kelsey, Hopkins, Leonard Fournette. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on that. Uh, Yeah, I'm just gonna pass on that. My team's solid. I got the future picks. I am going to not overtrade in this league. Sorry, Payson. I am declining that offer. So let's just bounce around here. Let's check Dark Dynasty again. These guys have not responded to anything. Trading camp. This is another 14 team super flex, half PPR. And then I believe wide receivers get full PPR and tight ends get 2 PPR. And so I've talked about this one on the podcast a little bit as well. I really don't think there's much I can get done in here right now. Let's check Newt's McBoots League. That's me. Kind of a buzzkill. Not a lot of people sending me offers, but I'm gonna send out a few here. I'm just trying to keep it going with the speech so there's not a lot of dead time. So it's kind of hard to do this. Wes, be the runner, says send me trades. Oh, we got one from El Matador. We got a bite, folks. Aaron Jones and Miles Gaskin for Najee Harris. Come on, bro. I mean, Aaron Jones is really good, but now he's a part-time back. So, if you want Najee, I mean, you gotta give me some youth, man. Like you gotta give me not Aaron Jones. You gotta give me, and I traded him. I had Jamar Chase on my team, I believe, and I traded him away to El Matador. So just scrolling down his roster here. I'm going to look at his future picks, and he has no 2023 first, no 2022 first. I mean, all I want on this team is Jamar Chase. So maybe I'll try to get him back here. Najee is a second round startup pick right now. Mike Evans is like in regular drafts in the eighth for Jamar Chase. I'm gonna send it. I know he has Joe Burrow, so he's probably not gonna like it, but let's see what happens. I think that's decent. I know like my team. I went over this team earlier. My team's built for the future, so I know I'd probably sell Barkley at this point and just go full on rebuild with Chase on my team. Or maybe not. I don't know. I know Barkley's been injured for what, 3 years now, consistently injured, but 25 years old, he was looked at as a generational talent coming out of college, and, I think there hasn't been a guy like that since, and the next guy that seems to be like that is going to be possibly Bijan Robinson. Oh, we got some action in there's always next year. I'd like to hear Dust Steph 13 shout out. He's a good dynasty owner. I picked him up this past year, I think, or the year before. He picked up a dispersal draft for me as an orphan and did pretty well for himself. Let's check out his team real quick. It's Mr. Snuffleupagus. He's got Josh Allen and Herbert. I'd like to hear Burrow for Herbert. This is a trade show to Steph. So you're gonna trade me? We're sending him an offer for Steph 13. All right, so I have Wilson and Tua. I want Herbert. I want Herbert bad. I'm gonna try to pick up Herbert right here. I have a slew of first round picks in this one. What do you got to add to Russell Wilson to get to Justin Herbert? So in theory, people say Justin Herbert's probably worth 4 first round picks. Or that's what you should get for him. What is Russell Wilson worth? Probably 2. So I got to give him 2 more first round picks. So I'm going to try just doing the 109. Oh, it didn't go. Stupid sleeper on the computer. Got to scroll down a little bit. So let's go Russell Wilson 109 for Herbert. Send trade. This is a 12-team half PPR super flex league, and I believe tight end gets an extra half PPR, so they're a full PPR. So this is my team currently. I nicknamed Travis Homer, Brees Hall, if you can see that, because I have 101, and that is most likely who I'm taking. So I have Wilson, Brees Hall, Najee Harris, DJ Moore, Mark Cooper, Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, and Okwabunam holding it down at tight end. For the time being, I have Melvin Gordon in my flex and Tua Tango Vailoa in my super flex. But as you may have seen, I have all of these picks in 2022. So my flex is likely to be replaced by a rookie player. I kind of tore this one down a little bit. I had Hopkins on this team. I had Jonathan Taylor on this team actually that I traded, and I talked about that on a previous podcast. So I'm gonna actually tag him real quick, just to a Steph 13. Come on. if he responds. I've tried for one of his big quarterbacks in the past, and he was not having it. Dirk countered me. Oh, he wants Gallup, Fred Warner, and a second round pick for me this year. I'm gonna counter that. I don't even know what second round pick, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go Fred Warner and Gallup for Judy. Sent Dirk. Take it. Take it. BSB countered me. Still trying to send me junk. Dude, this guy is like one of the worst trade offers. I guarantee this is 103, even though I can't see it. 103, Mac Jones, CeeDee Lamb, James. Oh, Kyle Pitts is in there. Okay. Sorry, dude. It's getting a little feisty because some of your offers make me angry. I really don't want Melvin Gordon and Will Fuller. We're instantly countering this. We're taking these guys out. We don't want that junk. We don't want Wentz either. Get out of here. We want Watson. So let's analyze this. CeeDee Lamb, Watson, pretty close in my opinion. I mean, actually, from my value, I want Watson over CeeDee Lamb, but I understand most people still put risk on Deshaun Watson's name, rightfully so. I mean, the dude probably did some bad things, but wasn't proven guilty. Anyway, Kyle Pitts. So I would take Kyle Pitts over CeeDee Lamb, Watson for Mac Jones in 103, Tony for Connor. So then that makes my team Tua, Fields, Watson. Don't care about running back if I'm building for the future. Judy, Moore, Claypool, Kadarius Toney, DJ Chark. Maybe he wants Zach Ertz. Let's see if he wants Zach Ertz. Add some value on this side. Maybe I don't need Deshaun Watson, actually. Yeah, maybe I don't need Deshaun Watson. He definitely wants James Conner. And he definitely wants CeeDee Lamb. That's like the big part of the deal. So I'm going to keep Mac Jones. So Kyle Pitts definitely over CeeDee Lamb. Connor for Tony, pretty much even. Let's see if Ertz on top of Pitts or on top of Lamb, pardon me, gets this deal done. Let's go Lamb, Connor, Ertz for Pitts, Kadarius Toney. Send it. All right, be the runner hitting me up. Want Watson back. Watson's not in this deal. He wants to send me Cam Akers and a 2022 first for Chris Godwin. I kind of like that. I got to look at that on my phone to make sure what the first is real quick. So bear with me, please. I guess he got really high on Godwin again because of Tom Brady coming back. My dang phone's taking forever to load. And I could just hear my voice cutting out. Sorry about that, guys. If it actually was. Let's go to the trades here. Oh no, did he pull it? Oh, that's why, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Wes. Oh, it's Cam Akers in 112. It makes me feel better. I thought it was like 106 or something. I would have probably pulled the trigger on that, but all right. Want Watson back. I'm just gonna say, yeah. Oh, I put a Q in there. Oops. Dirk, get back to me. Nope. Dirk did not get back to me. BSB. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trade offers out right now. I don't know why you guys can't see it, but I still have a little 1 on top of my direct messages. But I got this cool overlay up here today, you guys. At Gem Drafter in the top left. Follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna try to tweet more. And this cool like top right side here, live trade show. That's what I'm doing right now. And I got my logo down here. So these are some of Wes and I's recent exchanges. He offered me this one, Cam Akers for Fournette and Godwin. I told him I value Godwin over Akers. So those trade talks ended quickly. Let's take a look at the startup that Payson and I were talking about on the previous episode. So look at that. Holding out on the news. Dude took, this is a Devy player, Chris Hogan right here. I forget who he took exactly. Oh, Quentin Johnson, I believe from TCU, unless he transferred this past year, and then held up the draft all morning for Slamkowski to get the news about Connor re-signing, and then heads up, obviously, Chase Edmonds signing in Miami. And running back getting super slim, excuse me. So Miles Sanders goes next to Sumdum. That's a solid pick in the 13th round, I believe. And we're waiting for B. Hewitt, who has a heavy Devy team, which we already talked about. So I'm going to get out of here and just see if anyone has responded to me yet. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to go right over to Manifest and check the trades. It's just me and Dirk going back and forth in there at this point. I'm going to hop over here to Heroes and Villains 14 team. Talked about it before. Staggered PPR, half point, full point, 1.5 for tight ends. And it's not a start 2 tight end. And yeah, that's my team, which I've talked about before. Let's go into trades. So what moves do I want to make with this? I think I talked about it a little bit before. I wouldn't mind sending the 23 first from Caden's Kings, but his team is pretty good from a stud standpoint as far as like him having Burrow, Dalvin Cook. I don't consider Zeke a stud anymore. I'm sorry. Chase, Deontay Johnson, Keenan Allen, but I mean, when you really break down Caden's Kings team, like yes, he has Kittle as well, but like look at his picks. He doesn't have a first in any year through 2024 now. I own all those. I have a super win now team, and I am the current champion with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. You guys know the rundown of this team because I talk about it all the time. And I will end up probably trading this 102, but I'm going to hang on to those futures because that is going to solidify my dynasty. So where do I think I can get a deal done right now? Let's check Dark Dynasty. Benny Raiders, no response. BSB, no response. I'm going to tag him and say counter. Countered. Countered, bro. I need a countered sound drop. That would be perfect. What do I got? What do I got for sound drops? I got the ones from the 2 episodes
Make
ago.
me a bologna sandwich.
He said, I'm a football player.
Let's check Noob Gaming. Hasn't been much activity going on in there lately since the startup. My team in here is, kind of on the fence, even though my wide receivers are kind of sketch. Like I have Fields and Watson at quarterback, and I also have Cam Newton, Drew Lock, and Tua. And then it's a start 2 tight end, so I have Hawkinson and Goddard locked down. And I have Barkley at running back. Recently re-signed by Dallas, Michael Gallup, 4-year. I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna try to quote that off the top of my head. And then I have in a combined rookie Devy draft 106, 110, 207, 208. So I'm grabbing skill position players there to try to fill in these flex spots. Kenny Gainwell. I mean, I don't mind starting Kenny Gainwell, actually. I think he's going to get touches this year for sure. And he's a pass catching back. Brian Edwards, Jonnu Smith, those guys definitely need to get replaced. But I don't know if you guys saw when I was down here. I traded for mad future first round picks, which are going to be Devy depleted. So that's why I have so many. I have 3 extra 2023 firsts, and I have an extra first and second in 2024. And we've got some activity, folks. We've got a counter from BSB, and he put Will Fuller in the deal again. Son of a gun. I forgot what the last one I just sent him was. Oh, Kadarius Toney. So is that really that much of a difference, Will Fuller to Kadarius Toney? Would you give up, just say Will Fuller's not even the deal, would you give up CeeDee Lamb, James Conner, and Zach Ertz for Kyle Pitts in a start 2 tight end league? Oh, that is tough. That is really, really tough, especially since Ertz and Connor just re-signed with a good quarterback. I don't think I can do it. I think I got to make this guy pay up. So let's go back to the drawing board here. Let's take Will Fuller out of the deal. Let's go. Let's slap him in the face a little bit. Let's put the 23 first on there. Let's tell him what James Conner and Zach Ertz are worth. See if he gets back to me real quick. Be the runner, nothing. I'm just going to tell him real quick. Sorry, man. It's hard to come up with offers when I'm trying to keep the show going and have no dead air. Send him over. Send him over, be the runner. Come on, Wes. Dirk. Get back to me, Dirk Diggler. The stuff. Quick reject, as I predicted. And El Matador, quick reject on the Evans and Najee Harris for Jamar Chase. I really don't think that's like a terrible offer, because to break that down, Najee Harris is worth at least a high first and another first. And then Mike Evans, now with Tom Brady back, he would say he's worth a first. So, I mean, Jamar Chase, 3 first, that's not terribly off. Like, if he countered me with adding a second round pick to that, I'd probably be like, sure. We got a quick counter from BSB 2828. Nico Collins. No, I don't want Nico Collins. Get him out of here. Obviously, I can't go with the 23 first again. Who does he not want on his team? Should I do Amon-Ra? Do you think Amon-Ra St. Brown is a good? I think that's all right value, because like Pitts is a first round startup pick. CeeDee Lamb is a second round startup pick. So Pitts is probably worth 3.5 firsts. CeeDee Lamb probably worth 2.5 firsts. But most people would want 3 for him. Most people would want 4 for him. James Conner at this point and Zach Ertz, probably each worth a second. So it's 3 and 2 seconds for 4. And I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown's probably worth a high second. I'm going to do it. Because I think that there's a missing component that people won't, maybe people do think of, but that I just thought of, that having Kyle Pitts in a start 2 tight end league is like an absurd advantage for the next, 5 years, that hopefully Matt Ryan gets in gear for a couple of them, and then they figure it out after that, or hopefully they trade up and get one of these rookie quarterbacks. Maybe Matt Ryan goes somewhere like Indianapolis or something like that. Trying to think off top. Check NFL draft order real quick. I'm trying to think of off top who has a high first round pick that needs a quarterback. I'm sure there's plenty of teams that do, but I just don't know the NFL draft order right off the top of my head. So we're going to go to NFL.com, which is a wonky website, and click on draft. And then we're going to go to NFL.com. You suck. Anyway, let's just keep up with the trades here. Not seeing anything. See, look, Rockstar, you can see it kind of right there. He deleted it. Yo, just send a trade over. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go over to Trust the Process, which is a league that I am the commissioner of. It is a 12-team super flex half PPR league, and it's actually a staggered PPR league where running backs get a half point, wide receivers get 0.75, and tight ends get a full point. So just a mild premium for the wide receivers and tight ends. And for the starting lineup, super flex, like I said, got 2 in my super flex, 1 flex, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers, and 2 running backs. Oh, that's the big boy behind me on this side, actually. He's probably trying to get out of here, but I had to shut Stinky out of the room. So anyway, let's shoot Brockstar. After I just run over my team real quick. Wilson, Tua, Kellen Mond hopes are shot. I like Kirk Cousins got re-signed. Barkley, Mixon, Melvin Gordon, Cam Akers, Elijah Mitchell at running back, Debo, DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Amari Cooper, Odell, DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds, at wide receiver. And I've been recently trying to trade with Brockstar, who actually got some great advice from Adam, I bet. Adam has been a dynasty player for, I bet, 3 years now. Maybe this is his fourth year or his third year, could be. But Adam caught on really quick. And he works with Brockstar, I believe. And I think he kind of tutored up Brockstar because look at his quarterbacks: Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Trey Lance. And he's left the running back by the wayside because he was in that rebuild type of mode. Wide receiver, Ayuk, Devonta Smith, and I believe he's a Ravens fan. Rashad Bateman, Gabe Davis, Marquise Brown, Henry Ruggs. Um, and then at tight end, he's got Dawson Knox. So he's got some work to do there, but he does have the 101 this year, and he has his 2023 picks. So he's looking for young running back, wide receiver, and tight end. And I actually have I'm actually willing to give up a tight end that is on his favorite team, possibly in Mark Andrews. So let's hit the next button here and get into this trade offer that I have for Brockstar. And hopefully, once I get out of this one, I'll have some rebuttals on the other trades or some completed trades. So he probably doesn't want to. I mean, he's overweight at QB in the sense that, like, he doesn't need all three of those super valuable QBs. So I could realistically try to hook him up with Russell Wilson, get Deshaun Watson back on my team. I actually had Deshaun Watson on this team and traded him away in a panic panic of sorts when the news broke a year ago about Deshaun Watson's troubles. Mark Andrews getting added to the deal, so this is kind of a big boy trade. And if I'm giving up Andrews, I'm going to want some tight end depth back. I'm going to want Dawson Knox back, and so Andrews definitely over the 101. But Deshaun definitely over Russell Wilson. Is he willing to give up Dawson Knox? So Andrews over 101. What's the difference in that? Andrews is like basically a back end of no, not this isn't a start two tight end link, so he's not back of the first. So he's probably like a mid second round pick. And Russell Wilson is probably a late second round pick for Deshaun Watson, which if he is totally cleared is a first round startup pick. But he's still probably viewed as either a late first round startup pick or a second round startup pick. So I'm giving up 2 second round startup picks for Brees Hall, probably a late second round startup pick, and Dawson Knox. I think that's a fair offer. I'm gonna send it over. See what he says. And let's tag him up at Brock Star. 1%, buddy. All right. And let's check out Darren's team. Darren, a friend of the podcast, been on the podcast before. And in this league, it was his first Dynasty League, so his team is a little bit rough. And he's been trying to send me Allen Robinson for 203, which is my highest 2022 draft pick. I'm not digging that. And really, the only things I want on his team are DK Metcalf, maybe Elijah Moore. Like, I like Elijah Moore as a talent, but I just don't believe in this guy right here, Zach Wilson. So, actually, I'm sorry, Darren. I can't give you a trade offer right now. Did a trade offer go through? How about a deal involving Stafford for Burrow? Says Dark Remains. Okay, hold on. Big boy's trying to get out of here. 1 second. All right, get out. All right, sorry for the interruption again. So let's check this real quick. I bet you BSB came back. Gosh, dude, come on. Lamb and DJ Moore for get out of here. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Lamb and Connor for Pitts. I'm doing that. Sent. Lamb and Connor for Pitts. Take it or leave it, bro. That was a terrible offer. Lamb, a second round pick. I guess it wasn't that terrible, but I mean, I just think DJ Moore is actually kind of close to Lamb, especially if they get Watson. Because because that's the talks right now is Saints and Panthers, the ones going for Watson, and he's meeting with them. This has just been the BSB show of bad offers. To break that trade down further, so it's basically a first-round pick for startup value. Oh, came back already. Claypool, Lamb, and Connor. And I'm just gonna send him the same offer because I don't want to do that. I don't want to go down from 2 young receivers that I believe have a bunch of potential. We're just gonna play this counter game. That's what we're gonna do over here. And let's check a couple other leagues. Rockstar, nothing. This league, Project Butt stuff, really hard for me to get stuff done right now because I went young at quarterback with T-Law, and then obviously, people don't like Daniel Jones, but start 2 tight end league, I got Kelsey and Kittle locked down, and I've been trying to trade Kelsey away, but people don't want to give, kind of like what I was talking about with the deal with Payson earlier. People don't want to give up stuff for Kelsey, so I was hoping to get a trade offer done on this show. Kind of a bust if I don't, right? So I gotta do something here. I gave all these leagues a head up. I said, hey, heads up. I said, hey, if you want to be on the show, like send me some stuff, man. Like, oh, he didn't decline that one. I'm gonna withdraw it. And gonna withdraw the Benny Raiders one because I know that's just a joke anyway. So let's check out this Noob Gaming League. This is a Devi League. I talked about it a little bit earlier. I know I'm kind of clicking all over the place, but Benny D98 usually pretty responsive for offers. In the startup, I had 103, I believe, and I traded back. So that's how he got Justin Herbert. And now he got lucky on Trubisky signing with Pittsburgh. So that kind of angers me because I have his first round pick in 2023. Not that it really matters that much since it's going to be Devi depleted. I mean, actually, that could make it matter more since the pickings are going to be slim. Let's see if we can get anything done here. He was talking about giving me this 101, but he wanted Watson for it. And now that's like totally out of the question to me. Like Watson's, top 8 dynasty pick to me. And let's check on that league. Nothing. DMs. Nothing. Man. Well, at least we had a bunch of good trade offers get fired off, and we're coming up on the 45-minute mark here, which is kind of what I wanted to make the show. So this was an offer I was entertaining to TJTX in my Heroes and Villains League this morning, which is a 14-team super flex staggered PPR that I've been talking about constantly. Let's look at TJ. Let's look at TJ here, see if he wants to pop off a few. It would be nice to have a third quarterback, and I don't think it needs to be Rodgers. I think that's overkill, bad use of my assets, bad use of my future assets. Oh, I already talked about this before. I'm not going to overtrade in this league. So I do feel bad not sending you an offer, TJ, but I'm not going to overtrade in there. And Dirk says, pondering it, Newt's decline it for now because my son, okay, buzzkill. Trades made on the first trade show. Wah, wah, wah. That sucks. Maybe BSB will come back with something reasonable. Let me message. Let's just bullshit him a little bit. I think that's pretty fair since Connor is a workhorse now. Oh, we got a live one, folks. Be the runner. Oh boy, it's a big one. Watson over Fields for sure. Sorry, Wes. We're gonna counter this right away. Not giving up my 23 first on a rebuild team. I don't want Kelsey. I don't want Kelsey on a rebuild team. I'm willing to go from Fields to Watson. Oh, but I trade. So for some context on this team, I had Deshaun Watson, and I was feeling uneasy one day about the whole situation. This was months ago now, and I basically traded him, Deshaun Watson, for Trevor Lawrence straight up, and we did some like slight pick exchange in like the late second, early third round where he got the advantage because I just wanted the safety of Lawrence. He's a good kid. Hopefully not going to have some stuff come out of the closet that he's a crazy, terrible person. So I felt comfortable making that move at the time. Now total regret that I didn't keep Watson, but what are you going to do? Let's just switch this deal up completely. Let's get rid of everything. Clean slate. Let's make an offer to Wes here. Be the runner. He's been trying to sell Akers pretty hard. Even though my team is super young at quarterback, I feel like I'm ready to blow. So what should I give up? I should get another wide receiver for sure. And I know he wants to get rid of Kelsey. But I really don't want to give up my 23 first, just in case. So I'm not really seeing much that I want to get done here. I know he's probably interested in Evans Godwin. So tough. So tough. Let's just back out of it. Leave his offer up for a second. Can I get Ertz and I'll throw in Will Fuller? No. Will Fuller has he ever played a full season? I'd rather have Ertz. Ertz, especially in two tight end. So let's just leave that. See what he says about that. Let's go back to Manifest, which is that IDP league I was talking about earlier. So this offer staring me in the face again. Obviously, Pitts way over Kelsey. The question is it Pitts over Watson? That's a good question. I'd say even for that. So then, am I giving up Justin Fields and a 23 first for Travis Kelsey? No, I am not. And I really don't even care about going from Fields up to Watson. Like my bet that I'm making by owning Justin Fields is that he's going to get into that Watson territory. Now, like, yes, that's yet to be seen, but I think I want to take that risk versus paying up for Watson. And I'm just talking myself, guys. I'm just talking myself out of this deal. Like, I don't want to give up Kyle Pitts. Nobody does. I saw some guy tweet weeks ago, just off the top of my head. I remember it because it was at the time, to me, a crazy tweet where he said, I have like 60, I've had like 60 offers across my leagues for Kyle Pitts, and I haven't responded to a single one of them. And I'm kind of understanding why now. It's just like really, really sexy to have Kyle Pitts locked into that tight end spot. And I believe in the guy, and I don't want to have to worry about Kelsey's 32-year-old ass. So I am sorry, Wes, but I can't do that. Is there anything else that we could get done without any of these players involved? Do I want to buy Cooper Kupp? I don't think so, because it's going to be expensive. I really think I'm in purgatory in this league right now, as far as like trade purgatory. I mean, like I don't want to make any moves, much like heroes and villains. My team's kind of like is what it is right now until more free agency news happens, or until the draft happens and all that information comes in. We got trust the process. Brockstar has not responded to my offer yet. So I think I'm going to call it a wrap on this, because I don't want to just keep rambling. BSB, you going to take that? That is, Kyle Pitts and CeeDee Lamb, or Kyle Pitts. He would be sending me Kyle Pitts for CeeDee Lamb and James Conner. And I guess I'll just have to let you guys know on the next one if that deal goes through, because he's leaving it up right now and nothing is happening. And I got an offer in trading camp. We're still going. We got Loops. Oh, come on, Loops. Godwin and a 2022 third for Mike Evans and Dylan. Now, quickly, let's break this down, since we're running out of time here. Chris Godwin, probably worth 26 years old, probably worth a first and a half. Evans, worth a late first. Dylan, I want to say a high second, but with potential to be worth like a first if he gets the workload. So that's 2 firsts for 1.5 and a third, and we'll entertain a counter here. We'll entertain a counter. We're getting a phone call from Laguna Beach, California. Maybe it's my movie deal that I'm getting, the Gem Drafter movie. So I don't care about that third. He obviously wants Mike Evans and AJ Dillon. And if he wants Mike Evans and AJ Dillon, I want nobody on his team. And he traded me. I talked about it on the last podcast. He traded me all his draft picks, so all he has is second round picks until after the NFL draft. Then his 2025 picks will open up. So I'm gonna wait because I don't want to do that. I can get something for Mike Evans closer to the season, so we're just gonna reject that. Sorry, Loops. Sorry, buddy. Be the runner. Yeah, we rejected that one. BSB still holding on. And this phone call is not stopping, and they can leave a message because the Gem Drafter live trade show is the most important right now. And I am not seeing any other deals coming in, so I'm gonna cut this off. And I apologize, guys, that no deals got done, but hopefully you guys enjoyed me ranting and going over these trade topics and sending out offers. Yeah, I'm just not able to get anything done this time, and I wanted it to all be live, so it was kind of cool. It was a new idea I just had today, so I just wanted to give it a run. Maybe next time I'll be a little bit more prepared and have some like actual offers in my inbox that are close to done before I just jump on and do this. But I really appreciate you guys listening and watching. Follow me on Twitter at GemDrafter. And I'm going to go full screen here before I sign off. Peace.